My sister Avery is my sister Avery is disabled. She can't walk and she can't talk. But she does understand everything that's happening around her and can totally carry a conversation using her Dynavox, which is a tablet device that like she can press buttons on to speak words for her, kind of a combination of sign language and the sounds that she can make. She was born when I was 7, and I didn't really realize that she was disabled until I was about 10, but being her sister is definitely something that's really special. I have 2 other sisters, and while we haven't talked a lot about what it's like to grow up with a disabled sibling, whenever we do, we always say that it's made us a lot more compassionate in how we look at the world, just because we know, I don't know, whatever. Just skip this, just cut this part out.
Cutting.
I think that when a lot of people see Avery, especially walking down the street, I know she gets a lot of stares, that used to really bother me a lot. In fact, I would usually death glare them back. But I think that the reason it bothered me was because I thought that they automatically assumed a lot of things, like, oh, she's different, she, you know, can't, like, live on her own, like, oh, poor her, she can't walk. That would suck so bad. And they kind of assume, I think a lot of times, it's the assumption that disabled people, like, won't lead a fulfilling life, or, like, have it a lot harder to find happiness, which is just so not true. When you see Avery, like, she cries the least of, like, any kid that I know ever. She's just, like, really awesome. She's always smiling. She loves dogs more than, like, any person on the world. Unfortunately, my mom's allergic.
You don't have one?
No, we don't have one. She's like really awesome. She has, well, this is kind of weird. She just has like the highest pain tolerance of anyone ever. She'll like, especially when she was little, she would do this like kind of crawling, rolling thing, and she would like fall over and hit her head all the time. And she'd just like sit back up and start laughing. Like, this is when she was like kind of learning to sit up. She's really like happy-go-lucky. I don't know, is the way to describe her. And I think that the misconception that people would have the most about her would be that she's like not going to lead a happy life, which just isn't true at all. I think that it's kind of difficult to know how to treat disabilities or like how to act around people who are disabled, because like it is really uncomfortable, especially for people who haven't grown up around somebody or like haven't been close to somebody who's disabled. And like that's totally fine, I get it, like, but I think I just want people to treat her, I don't know, like she's also a person, I guess, I don't know, instead of like I know this one girl who she did this, you know, they have this like baseball league for disabled kids, and she went and volunteered once every Sunday, and she was like, oh, it's a totally awesome program. My sister did it actually for a few years, and she would be like, oh, this girl that I, you know, help when I do the little leagues is like, it's the highlight of her week when I go hang out with her. And like that's not true. Just like acknowledge that, I don't know, Avery has a life too, and you have no idea what it is, and it's not.
Yeah,
it goes
bitch.
beyond her wheelchair.
Come on, is this being submitted?
I don't know what this is being used for.
I was playing with the camera the whole time.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll see.
All right. Well, that's a wrap.